Good morning, geometry. It is Monday. We're going to do mid-segments of triangles for today and tomorrow, and then Wednesday will be the TT3 quiz. So open these notes and please work along with me. Okay. So this is what a mid-segment is. It's a segment that joins the midpoints of two sides of a triangle. So, for example, A is a midpoint because you can see by these two tick marks that is right in the middle. B is a midpoint because of these two tick marks. So segment AB is called a mid-segment because it connects two midpoints. Same thing for AC and the same thing for BC. So if you rotate it around, you can see the three mid-segments: AC, BC, and AB. Mid-segments do a couple of cool things. They are parallel to the side of the triangle that they don't touch. So AB is parallel to side YZ. And AC is parallel to side XZ. And BC is parallel to this side over here, XY. It is also half the length of its parallel side. So if I get rid of some things here. So for example, if AB was 6, then YCZ is going to be 12. And hey, look at this. That gets split into equal pieces, 5 and 5. If AC was 5, then this whole thing over here is going to be 10. So it's 5 and 5. Mom, and the same thing happens there. It's 4. And then this side's going to be 8. So it's 4 and 4. Okay. The three segments, when all formed, make a triangle. This is called the mid-segment triangle. This is our mid-segment theorem. In a triangle, the segment joining the midpoints of any two sides will be parallel to the third side and half its length. So that combines the two pieces of information from 2 slides ago. The mid-segment is parallel and half its length. Copy this down into your proof reasons document. Go ahead and pause now. Okay, let's try some sample problems. We have JK equaling to 10. DE is 6.5. And EL is 3.7. Go ahead and try to get as much information as you can without me, and then press play, and I'll keep working through them. Okay, I'm going to start with this 10. It's the whole segment, and we can split that into 5 and 5. The 3.7 over here is half that segment, so it is the same on the other side. And then the 6.5, remember that a mid-segment is half of the opposite length. So I know that this KL is going to be 13. And these two parts, KF and FL, will both be 6.5. With that same pattern, 3.7 goes over to DF. 3.7, not 3.5. And the 5 goes over to FE. Okay, so fill those in. Let's take a look at the next. Okay, so for these ones, we're solving for n. 54 is the mid-segment, and 3n is the side that is parallel to it. Now, it is not a 54 equals 3n. Those are not the same length. Remember, the mid-segment is half the length of the other one. So if we had two 54s, it would be equal to 3n. So 54 plus 54 is 108 equals 3n. Divide both sides by 3. And you get 36. Okay. Same on this other one. The mid-segment is half the length of the side it's parallel to. So you need to double it. So we need 2 n minus 9s to equal the 46. Plus 46 is 64, so that equals 32. And then, yes, you can just split that in half if you wanted to make things easier. In this case, since it's an even number, you can just do n minus 9 equals 23, add 9 to both sides, and you still get 32. Okay, here's our last example. This is a roof truss with a bunch of triangles and their mid-segments. We've got a midpoint here, so that's a mid-segment, midpoint here, midpoint of the large triangle even. That's a midpoint, midpoint here, midpoint here. So midpoints all over the place, mid-segments all over the place. So find x. Okay, so x is here. It's a midpoint from here to here and a midpoint from here to here. So we are only looking at that first, the left hand. What do you call it? Left-hand triangle. So I'm going to kind of I want to ignore this. Maybe big. So we're going to ignore everything on this right-hand side. There should be a way to just fill a square in, but whatever. Okay, so we're ignoring that. And now I can't see the value. It's 3 feet. X is the mid-segment for that 3 feet. So 2 x's is going to equal 3 feet. So x is going to be 1.5 feet. Okay, so now you have enough information to complete that TT3 assignment. So I want you to work on that for the rest of the time today. And then if you have any questions about these notes or anything you've gotten to on that TT3 assignment, that's what we're going to talk about in today's Meet, the last 10 minutes of class.